Hi, Leslie Rogowski here, Creative Director for the BEADSMITH with
Leslie Pope behind the camera.
Hi everybody. Today I want to talk to you about a really easy piece of jewelry to make for guys and dolls. Thanks and snaps to Matubo for inspiring this little project. Here we're going to show you how to make unisex jewelry, really. There's always been a hue and cry for dude jewelry, and this really suits anybody by using wire, making simple loops with our looping pliers, and some very cool Matubo beads. We have the 2/0s, you can see how big they are, 2 O's with 6 O's in between. And the same with the blue. And then we have these really cool snake beads. And that's what you saw in the promo piece. So I'll let Leslie scan over that. You can see there's a lot of colors. And there's 2 sizes of the snake beads. There's 10mm and 6mm. Today I'm going to be working with 20 gauge wire. You can use 18 gauge wire. If you look at these bracelets, you'll see that this brass color, the kind of dark hematite, is a little heavier gauge than the silver. So this is 18 gauge, and then you have 20 gauge. I wouldn't go softer than that because it would pull apart. So let me show you using the looping pliers. How easy it is to get uniform loops. And these again are just simple loops. They have no wrapping to them. And the cool thing, or one of the cool things about looping pliers, now these have 3 different noses, which is really handy for you. And I want to show you the ends because you can see that the nose is uniform all the way down. Round nose pliers, which is conical shape. So it's harder to remember, even if you mark your pliers, where the loop is, right?
And my loops are always
and they slide around. So this way you're going to get this same exact size loop. I think I did a pretty gosh darn good job. If you ask me for a beater, right?
Did, yes. Like I said, even I can with those pliers.
So when I was doing these, I played around with the length of the piece of wire that I cut in order to make sure that my loop fit right. So I have predetermined that, and you may have to do that yourself. You kind of want to figure on, what you can do. Here, I'll take a piece of wire. Where's my silver? All right. Safety rule number 1, when you cut wire, you always want to cover it so it doesn't fly off. So just to cut, I'm just using a wire cutter, all right? And I'm actually going to hold the piece of wire. If you look, I have my fingers on it here, and I'm going to just snap it off so nothing's going to fly off and hit my phone or hit my face or anything like that.
Your eyeball or anything like that. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, everybody.
Debbie. Hi, Louise.
I'm going to use the wider of the 2 slender ends of this for now, just to show you. You want to hold the piece of wire with a little bit of it sticking up above the nose. And then I turn away from myself. Leslie, if you pull back so you can see how I'm doing this with my pliers. And I'm going to turn it all the way around until I see the wire
hit the end
and actually come a little past it. And then I'm going to rotate my hand this way to make the lollipop shape so the loop sits right on top. Easy, right? Okay, now what you can do is you can do that and make sure it's nice. And then this is your trial. This is what I did. I actually straightened it out a little bit and measured it so I know that I need 3/8 of an inch for my loop. Then I kind of took a measurement of how wide the bead is, and I added that in, and then I added another length for the loop. And that's more or less how I did it. It's better to have a little bit extra because you can always trim it off when you have your loop finished here. All right, so now I know that to do my 2/0 with 2 6/0 Matubos, I need 4 centimeters. So I am going to lay my wire out, taking a nylon jaw pliers. You can straighten it out a little bit, right? So it won't ding up your wire. And then on my handy dandy treasure mat, I'm going to lay it out at 4 centimeters. And remember, I'm holding it down like this, and I'm just going to snip it. So I have a piece. Take my pliers, put it between the nose of the pliers, and it can be anywhere on that measured nose that I want to use. Turn away from myself, then rotate just the pliers, and if I do it like this for you, you might be able to see that I'm going to bend it back just a little bit. Now I'm going to string my beads. So I'm going to do this time.
Are you going to do the blues?
I'm going to do the 6/0, the 2/0, which have kind of a little facet on them. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's very cool. Nice texture.
Yeah, I think they might be 3 cuts.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I think they might be 3 cuts.
Okay, so that's my piece there. Now I'm going to repeat the loop. Same thing. And I'm going to turn away from myself. And you can see that this was a little long, but I'm going to bend it back and kind of play with it. Now my wires are at odd angles to each other. So you're going to take 2 pairs of pliers, and you're going to grab one nose with one, and you're going to grab the other nose with the other. Straighten them out so they're parallel. Ta-da!
Perfect.
Right? That's it, you guys. Here's the thing. In order to connect them, now we have 2, right? You can use jump rings and open a jump ring and attach it. But if you want to attach it like I did in the bracelets inspired by Matubo, you're going to open it up like you would a jump ring. And remember, you're going to turn it
to and from.
And you're going to open it up just a little bit. And you're going to slide your other one on. And then you're going to close it up. There you go. I like using the bent nose.
Me too.
There you go.
Seems like you can grab your wire better with the bent nose.
Yeah. That's it, you guys. This is a really little short quickie, but check it out. You know, we know a lot of guys that will wear jewelry, of course. And, you know,
That's
you
perfect.
layer these up. Yeah.
You can make them any color
really
you
cool.
want.
Henna color it all.
Yep. And all the different wire colors now.
Yes,
you get all
right?
kinds of wire colors that you
But
can
remember
try.
From my experience, 18 gauge and 20 gauge are the wires that seem to really work best. And you want to make sure it fits through the holes of your beads and all that. And of course, again, these are the snake beads from Matubo.
A lot of fun.
They're really cool, and you can see how they interlock. One of the things about making jewelry that's not real feminine, if you want to give guys jewelry, or you like jewelry that has a little more of a presence or statement, if you're not a girly girl or whatever, then you can look for homogeneous kind of color families like I did here, where I use the same color beads. You also don't want to get too beady, and this is my opinion. But by bringing like a texture into it and some subtle natural colors, there you go. Anyway, that's our Facebook Live for today. We are Team Leslie at the Beadsmith, and remember, you can find the looping pliers and the wire and the great beads from your favorite bead seller.
That's right.
We love beads. See ya.
Bye.
You have to tap the fish. Bye.